If there's any video on the internet to convince you not to get veneers, let this one be it.
Hold me like Justin Bieber. Call me, call me, call me.
Guys, reason number 98 not to get veneers.
Y'all ever notice how everybody teeth done but the dentist that y'all go to? Like, the dentist teeth don't be done.
I'm gonna get ready and tell you guys my veneers horror story.
Here's my traumatic veneer story.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about veneers and how it was advertised falsely. Now, one question I want to ask is, why is nobody talking about how many people regret getting veneers? Now, before I get right into this video was suggested to me by one of my subscribers. Shout out to you. And immediately I started looking into it, I realized that so many people on TikTok are crying about their teeth, bleeding gums, sensitivity, infection, and the dentists are nowhere to be found. So today we're talking about veneer regrets, the horror stories, the things people wish they knew before shaving their teeth down, and the dark side of the whole cosmetic dentistry trend. Because online, veneers look cute, influencers' smiles look cute, everything is pearly white and symmetrical, but offline, it's a whole different story. Is it how expensive this procedure is? This procedure requires constant checkups that makes it a lifetime bill, more like a subscription service instead of a once and done procedure. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the influencers that pushed this veneer trend to the public lied to us. They made veneers look like fly to Turkey, smile for the camera, come back with a new life. No ma'am, the pain, the shaving, the sensitivity, they conveniently left all that out. Now, should we even talk about the shaving? Dentists call it minimal shaving. Influencers will say, oh, they just shaved a little bit. But then the TikTok videos we are seeing are them lying down on a table with their teeth filed down to tiny pegs. Now, natural teeth is damaged and one is stuck on the veneer cycle. Almost looked like these people did not know braces existed, because for you to go through that intense procedure of shaving down your teeth, you should have at least considered braces, right? And then at the end of the video, you see most of them saying, I wish I had just gone braces done instead. Now, without wasting too much time, let's get right into this video.
I'm gonna get ready and tell you guys my veneers horror story. I got veneers, I think, when I was like 18 years old, 19 years old maybe. And honestly, I regret it so much. I got them before TikTok was around, and so I didn't see all these like doctors coming on here and being like, you do not need to be doing this at such a young age. So I wanted them so bad. Like, I had it in my head that I was gonna get veneers if it was the last thing I did. I just purchased a real beauty blender, and I actually love it. I got them before it was like super normalized. Like, I feel like now with TikTok, you see everyone getting them, but like whenever I got them, you did not see a lot of people with fake teeth. Veneers are very expensive, and I knew that, but I made it my mission to get them. So I saved up some money, and then I got the rest of the money for my birthday, and my dad paid for the rest of them. I went and got them done in Colombia, and they were cheaper, but regardless, it's still expensive. The doctor I went to in Colombia did them in porcelain and then in like some other material that was a little cheaper. So since I was not knowledgeable, I went with the cheaper material. I was like, fuck it, they're still veneers. They're still gonna make my teeth look better, so who cares? The doctor that did them, she seemed so good on social media. She had a lot of followers. All her teeth looked so beautiful and natural. So I was like, yes, this is who I want to do my teeth. So I get my teeth done, and I'm leaving to go back home to the US in 2 days. So she does them, let's say on a Tuesday, I'm leaving that Thursday. I'm obsessed with them. I'm like, my teeth, they're so beautiful. Like, look at me. I wake up Thursday morning and my two teeth right here cracked. I'm literally bawling my eyes out. I have to be at the airport in like max 3 hours and my teeth are cracked. So we're blowing her phone up. She tells me to come into the office and she fixes my teeth. And I guess she does like a composite bond or something because I don't know what else she could have done. I get on my flight home and I go home. I have a boyfriend at the time and I'm spending the night with him and we go to bed. And I swear to God, I remember dreaming about my teeth falling out. I wake up the next morning, my teeth are cracked again. I wanted to kill myself. Every place I called around here gave me an estimate of like $12,000 because it's usually $1,200 per tooth and I had gotten 10 teeth done. The only good thing was that they were insured with this doctor that did them. So I sent her a message through WhatsApp and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? And she was like, just fly back and I'll do them for free. So it was either I spend $12,000 or I get a flight for like $1,200 and go get my teeth fixed. And honestly, shout out to my dad because he paid for all of this. I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. Love you, Dad. I was trying to do my lip liner while I was talking and I just realized it's so uneven. I think this is better. But anyways, I literally was on a flight in like 24 hours and I went back to Colombia for her to fix my fucked up teeth. So obviously one of the first things I said was, okay, well, we can't use this material. Like, we need to do the porcelain. She's like, yeah, that's fine. But if we do porcelain, I have to charge you the remainder of the price difference because they were different prices. I paid the difference. She does my teeth. I go back home 6 months later, another fucking tooth cracks. Be so for real. I literally cannot make this shit up. I end up just going to a doctor in the United States and this is the tooth that they did and it looks different, like from up close, than all the other ones. But I honestly had no choice. I wasn't gonna fly back to Colombia for one tooth. I got lash glue in my eye. And after that, I was still having complications, like my gums were swollen and she offered to fix them for free. So I went back to Colombia, she fixed them all and I'm still having complications. But yeah, my teeth are, I think they're under warranty for like 15 years, but I never want her touching my teeth again. And now it's just kind of like a waiting game. I have the money to get them fixed, but I kind of want to give them a break just because I genuinely feel like I have put my teeth through hell. So I just always tell people to do their research and don't always go somewhere because it's cheaper, even though it's what I do.
The fact that she kept going back to this lady to do one thing or the other for free is mind blowing to me because she didn't get it right the first time. Why keep going to the same person? Now I get the money factor, but I mean it's an expensive procedure. Whew, this one is really a horror story.
Here's my traumatic veneer story. So if you saw my last video, I have 24 veneers. I have 12 on the top and I have 12 on the bottom, and it was some of the worst pain and arguably the worst experience that I have ever had. So I flew out to LA last year and that was to talk about the entire consultation where I think I wanted like 10 and 10, and then they ended up telling me, hey, you need to do 12 and 12, and everyone seemed really nice. And there was also a celebrity there at the office, like getting work done, which may or may not be a red flag now, but at the time I was like, okay, well, this is good. They're obviously really trusted people here, so this is great. I should definitely use them. In hindsight, it may have been a little bit slimy. Like the people have been maybe were a little bit slimy, but I just took that as like being really, really nice. And honestly, the customer service was fabulous. Like they were doing so many follow-ups. They were like, we want you to feel so comfortable, especially since you're flying out here. Like we want everything to be great. Everything's going to be so customizable. We'll show you, you know, your teeth, we'll show you the color, we'll let you pick everything, so you can be super, super involved in the process, which made me really, really excited. My biggest insecurities when getting veneers were, I'll show you guys a picture of my teeth before, but you can see that I had like the ridges down at the bottom, or I think that they're ridges, but I didn't love those. And then I also, I had like a bit of a gap, and I wanted to, or like an overbite. I had a bit of an overbite that I really wanted to fix, and so I was kind of asking them like, hey, like, is this what you suggest, that sort of thing. It was probably my fault, but I didn't know a ton about veneers. I had just seen a lot of videos, and people seem to have done really well in recovery, and everything seemed to go super well. So I was expecting this to be a super easy surgery procedure, if you will. And I, asked about recovery time. They just said, a couple days, no big deal. You're going to be totally back to normal. And just made it seem like it was really going to be one of the easiest things that I've ever done, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And to get my temporary set, which is what you have to do, so they take the molds of your teeth, yada yada yada, then they give you temporaries, and that I was in so much pain, and you have to keep them on for 2.5 weeks, and then we flew back to California to get the permanence after, and they were telling me how much better everything was going to be. Well, I opted to stay awake during the procedure. So a lot of people, they actually go fully under. I did not do that. I have a fear of going under anesthesia, so I did a twilight, and maybe that's why my recovery and everything was so bad. I don't know, but first of all, they were very dismissive, and the doctor that I thought was going to do my veneer surgery did not do my veneer surgery, and I did not find out until the day of. And I had multiple different people working on my teeth, coming in and out, and being really dismissive. This one female doctor in particular was super dismissive, and she's like, "You're not doing this twilight," and I'm like, "This is what we prepared for." I talked to multiple people about it, and she was just being super dismissive. I ended up doing a twilight because I said I was going to. They did have to numb me extra, so I do understand that I had a lot of swelling and stuff that otherwise probably wouldn't have been there because of how many times they had to numb me with lidocaine and everything else. So that was pretty bad. The overall procedure didn't take very long, but I feel like I was very much misled. They said that they were going to put a thin layer over the top. They weren't really going to shave down teeth, blah 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 blah. These are all crowns. They fully shaved my teeth down, and I wasn't even aware that they were doing that until partway through my procedure when I took my phone out and looked at my teeth. I was not told that I was getting crowns. That was not discussed that I was getting crowns. And then I saw my teeth and I said, there's no way that they're just going to be able to put a small little cover on the front of these teeth. My teeth are ruined. They're fully ruined. I can never go back. And that was kind of a scary, oh shit moment. Well, post-surgery, post-procedure, the pain was really bad. I had really terrible sensitivity. I couldn't, nothing even remotely cold, nothing remotely warm, and I would get shooting nerve pain. And they were they were super dismissive. They were like, hey, it's really not that big of a deal. It's going to go away in a couple of days. You just had a lot going on. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, that's probably right. So let's just move on. That was not the case. And, the nerve pain kept getting worse and worse, so they said that I needed bite adjustments, and I would go in, they would drill on my teeth more and more and more, which would make my teeth more sensitive, and I was in so much pain. They were prescribing me actual narcotics and other things, and it was really hard for me to even function day to day, and that didn't go away for almost a year.
Going through that pain for a year. I mean, guys, there's this famous saying that says if it's not broken, don't fix it. I think at this point it's needed. These people could have just done braces. Braces can be uncomfortable, but they sure get the job done. If it's teeth whitening you're looking for, then maybe braces is not for you. But if you're looking for a well-arranged dentition, I mean, braces will do the work for you.
I still got these 8 veneers at the bottom of my mouth. 8 of them. 8 of them that can't come out. My dentist probably don't even want to see me because it's going to be a liability issue. It's going to be a liability issue. So now I got to find somebody to take these out my mouth and pay somebody to do the job correctly that you didn't do.
Y'all, serious question. What is a veneer tech? I have been seeing this floating around on TikTok a lot lately where some people are getting a certificate for being a veneer tech, which I do have a lot of questions about. So if anyone know what a veneer tech is, please comment below and let me know. But anyway, this young lady here found someone to do her some veneers, and she went to get them done. Long story short, this lady had to pull her veneers out of her mouth, almost pulling her real teeth out of her mouth. As you guys heard her say before, she still has 8 veneers at the bottom. And she's most definitely going to be a liability because no other dentist may want to touch her mouth. Please be careful when it comes to trying to be cheap to let someone do your veneers. If you can't afford veneers, just go to the dentist, get a different alternate besides veneers. I'm sure the dentist can probably make a payment plan with y'all or something like that, because paying $3,500 to get veneers done is a cheap price and you're going to get what you pay for. So I really hope that this lady get her $3,500 back, which I doubt if she will.
You could have got them shaved down. You could have bought the tools. Girl, you went and got your degree from off of YouTube. You had to. And you don't know business 101, and everybody need to know. I'm telling y'all need to do I didn't do my research. That's my bad. I didn't do it. But at the end of the day, if I mess up in this business, I'm going to make it right. Regardless if I signed a consent form or not. I have an infection in my mouth. I couldn't sleep all night.
Veneer tech number 1. Hearing that somebody that wants to do your teeth is a veneer tech should be the only red flag you need to run away. And then this veneer tech got her certification from YouTube. She went to YouTube University. Wow. I thought people go to YouTube to learn DIYs, not like proper procedures. Come on, there's a proper platform for those types of things. And now she's stuck with 8 veneers on her lower teeth and she has serious infection. This sounds messy.
When I researched veneers, it said it just goes over your teeth. And I thought, okay, cool, that's fine. Like, it will just straighten up my teeth, go over my teeth. And then when I got there and I was sitting on a chair, I was like, yeah, so we're going to have to, like, just shave your teeth down a bit and put the thing over.
On, yeah.
And I thought, okay, like, shave it down a bit. But I didn't know the extent that it would be. Obviously, like, I still have teeth, but it's like I have to have veneers now for the rest of my life. Even when I went to my dentist, because I asked my current dentist, I was like, okay, if I wanted to just get a new set, whatever. He was like, yeah, you're looking about £10,000, even probably more than that to do it in the UK.
And with how things are going, it's just going to be more expensive. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I was just like, wow, like, if I had known stuff like this beforehand, like, let's say I watched the video and she said to me, I'm not gonna lie, they shave down your teeth. Once they've shaven down your teeth, that's you done. Like, you have to have this for the rest of your life. 2, this is how expensive they are to do it. And 3, like, you actually have to, like, take care of them, because it's like, if your teeth mess up underneath your crowns, you're gonna have to have, like, so many root canals and all of this. And it's like, I just don't want to have to take my veneers out to, like, have any issues. So it's like, whoa, get what you want without having such a dramatic...
Yeah, because that's what it is though, babe. It's so dramatic. It's so much internal damage to your natural teeth.
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same. Like, if I could go back in time, I would have done braces. Obviously, a lot of people compliment me for my teeth, but it's like, rah, like, it's not really my teeth. My teeth are underneath, like, filed down. And it's just like, rah, the day I actually have to change it is going to be quite mad, because I haven't seen my teeth like that in 3 years now, 3-4 years.
The actual procedure is just so tedious.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of numbing you have to get in your teeth, and like,
it's so uncomfortable. You can't really eat. All you can do is drink. Like, it's such an uncomfortable feeling. And even when you get your fresh teeth, that when the air is cold, there was this tingling feeling that I hated.
Yeah.
If I could go back in time, same with you, I wouldn't have done it.
The famous last words that were ever said, if they could go back in time, they wouldn't have done it. This is becoming a common thing said by people that have gone through so many procedures, and that's why it's advisable to do your research, know the nitty-gritty of every single procedure you want to get yourself involved with. So by the time this starts happening, you'll be like, oh yes, I knew this would happen. Not coming to regret the whole thing entirely. Now, I honestly feel sorry for the lady that didn't even know her teeth were going to be shaved down. Now, like she said, she's stuck on veneers for the rest of her life because she can't be moving out with pegs in her mouth.
Today is my last day with these teeth. As you can see, the bottom teeth are leaning to the side, and I chipped one of my top teeth on a wine glass. But I'm in Colombia right now, y'all, and my tooth appointment is in less than an hour. I'm scared. I'm regretting it. I should have never came. But I already paid my deposit. Of course, I paid for the room. I paid for my flight and my mom's flight. She arrives today. But y'all, I'm scared. I did look up the pros and cons of getting your teeth done. There wasn't a lot of cons. Like, because at first I was like, okay, because everybody has me scared. Like, oh, underneath your real teeth are just going to be rotting. But no, because dentists in the U.S. do it. So, like, why would dentists in the U.S. do that if they know that it's bad for your teeth? So, but y'all, I'm still scared. Because, like, what if I have, like, they give me Bugs Bunny teeth? Because y'all be seeing some people with these bad veneers, child. Pray for me.
It's so funny how her mind is stopping her from doing something she regrets and she's dismissing it because at the end of the day she might regret it for real, for real. By the time you're already scared of a procedure, I think that's like the key for you to just stop. No matter how much money has been invested, just stop.
Here's what I regret about getting veneers. Just so you know, I've had two types of veneers over the years. I've had composite resin veneers and also porcelain veneers. I started getting veneers basically about 10 years ago. I had braces and then I got veneers on top of that because I didn't like the shape and size of my teeth. My first regret is not getting porcelain veneers from the beginning. However, I was broke. I was a broke college student and all I could afford were the composite resin ones. So that's what I ended up going with. And why do I regret getting the composite resin ones? Because the composite ones aren't as durable. They stained, they chipped. I actually chipped my front tooth right before I got my porcelain ones. Another regret is not getting enough of them. When I had the composite resin, I only went from canine to canine. So when they started to stain, it was kind of obvious. And finally, I wish I would have just waited till I had the money to get porcelain because I don't know if they still do this, but back in the day, I had to get a little bit of my tooth to be shaved down a little bit just to get the composite resin. Nowadays, they do no prep veneers for porcelain, which is actually what I have now. And I'm not sure if they do that with the composite resin. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. But they did take a little bit of the enamel away. And so, I don't know, that just compromises my regular tooth just a little bit.
Okay, it is what it is. Some people love it. Honestly, there's some people that actually love their teeth. It works out well for some, and then others it doesn't.
So I just removed my veneers after having them on for about 5 years now. And let me tell you something that I've learned. So one thing I've learned is to embrace your teeth. Whatever stage your teeth are, embrace them. Not everyone gets veneer breath. It's a myth. It just depends on how you take care of your gums and things while you're having your veneers on, and also if there's space in between your natural teeth and your veneers. If you choose to remove your veneers, your teeth will not be the same. My teeth were so much better prior to me getting veneers. I now have to get extensive dental work to get my teeth back to how I appreciated them before my veneers. My teeth are not sensitive, but some people do experience sensitivity. And now I have to freaking brush my teeth like 10 times a day with whitening toothpaste.
That sounds like a lot of work.
If there's any video on the internet to convince you not to get veneers, let this one be it, because my teeth are so fucked up right now because I've had to get surgery twice on them and I don't even know what. They don't even look good anymore either. And it's like, I literally look like a vampire. It's completely uneven. I don't even know what the fuck. I've just paid $30,000 for uneven teeth. And these are not the finals. These are just temporaries while I heal. But like, this has been going on for already 2 months now. And it's just like, bro, I cannot fucking deal with this anymore. The people who did this is International Dental Clinic. I don't know if the people who work there still work there or if they decided to rebrand, because when I called them for my contracts, they said that they rebranded and those people don't work there anymore. But who even knows? Miami's literally the land of scammers. But to anybody wanting to get veneers, literally save up money to go to somebody who's fucking phenomenal, because looking at this, because I know it sounds stupid, but it's like you get veneers in any type of cosmetic surgery so that you like feel more confident and look better. And this has been the worst experience of my life and has actually made me 1,000 times less confident. And I cannot even live a normal life. I have not had normal food in so long.
Sounds like a lot. I felt bad for her, honestly. 30 grand. And then you don't even know if you're getting the best results after this. It's like your whole money gone, like down the drain.
me like Justin Bieber. Go me, go me, go me, go me, go me, go me, go.
So I flew to Mexico, got my veneers done. They took out 4 of my teeth, one here, and then they shaved down like the rest. I don't know why. I didn't really question it. They just said they had to do it, so they did it. I knew something wasn't right because on the way to the airport, my tooth actually chipped in the back. It was very tiny, but in my head, I'm like, nah, I might be bugging. So I left it alone because I was on my way to the airport. I was not missing my flight. I should have missed my flight and went back. But anyways, I got home like maybe 4 days later, that incident happened, and that whole side just came off. I didn't eat anything hard for it to come off. It literally just came off when I was talking. I obviously had to book my flight back to Mexico, but that wasn't until a few days after that incident. So I had to walk around for like a week with no teeth. Mind y'all, I had a little gathering to go to, and I still went, but my bottom teeth had to hold my top teeth in place. So I was like talking like this, so it won't fill out my mouth. And of course, everybody was asking to see my veneers, so I would like smile like this and not really show them because I was so embarrassed. But anyways, I got back to Mexico and I had to pay another amount. I think it was like 7,000. I don't really remember the exact amount. It was around that price. And yeah, they fixed it. These are them. So much better. They did chip in the front right there. So I have to go back for them to fix that too. And yeah, I didn't get my money back. I paid again. But more of the story is don't get veneers if you don't need it. I personally think I needed it. Like, I wasn't satisfied with my smile for real. I had braces and everything. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I'll make a part 2 or just like answer them in the comments.
She spent money again to get them rectified. Why? Already they didn't even do a good job in the first place. Like, that was supposed to be for free. Anyway, the fact that these ladies keep going back to people that gave them a botched job, like, to correct it. If you did not get it right the first time, what makes you think you get it right the second time?
You guys, reason number 98 not to get veneers. What is this? What is this? Tell me why I woke up in the morning, I smile, I give myself a smile in the mirror because, you know, it's gonna be a beautiful day. And I realize that I'm missing a tooth. I don't know if I ate it at night. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I probably ate it. I'm going on a trip in 3 days, and this is how I'm gonna have to go.
I hope she didn't eat them. Oh my goodness.
What they don't tell you about having veneers is you need to floss after every fucking meal. And you need to use mouthwash. And you need to use brush strips. Or if you miss any of those things, your breath is gonna smell like straight shit, like donkey ass. Literally, like, oh my god, I promise you. And if you don't fucking clean your tongue too, oh my god. And you also have to scrape the yellow shit off your teeth. Like, right now I had that. I gotta scrape that off. Bro, your breath will smell like shit. Literally. And you have to have a night guard every fucking night. And you have to clean it every night. Or else your breath is gonna smell like... Yo, just don't do it.
She listed quite a lot, but to me, some of them are like normal things to do every day, like floss your teeth, brush your teeth, use mouthwash when you're washing your teeth, brush your tongue, especially. Are there people out here that don't brush their tongues? Come on, it's like normal things to do, even with your regular teeth. So that shouldn't be a problem when you've got veneers.
Stop getting veneers. I beg of you. Just stop getting veneers. As you can tell, I'm kind of talking with my mouth closed. That's because I'm super ashamed. For the last, I would say 3 years, I've been complaining to dentists. I think I went to like 40 dentists while I was in LA, saying something's wrong with this side of my mouth. This whole side of my mouth, something's wrong with it. I can't open my jaw very loudly. Like, it hurts when I talk. I feel like there's something there. All the dentists and LA, like, there's nothing wrong. It's probably just your veneers are a little uncomfortable. It's nothing wrong. So I decided to go to Mexico because the dentists in Mexico are just so great. So I went to Mexico. And I got my veneers done in Turkey, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I got it done in Turkey. You guys, no matter how much money you come into one day, or like you just like feel like your teeth are ugly, take care of your own teeth. It would always be better than getting veneers. So I go to Mexico. And to know me, it's not that I'm a personal hygiene freak. Like, I brush my teeth like 5 times a day, especially after I got veneers. I knew something like I have to take care of my teeth extra. But when you get veneers done in like a place like Turkey and you don't spend a lot of money on it, because I was trying to be cheap. Honey, they don't give you veneers, they give you crowns. So now you have a whole full mouth of crowns and you can't brush your teeth that's underneath it. So I got to Mexico and I was told that literally all my bottom teeth, and I mean all except for 4, are rotten. And I have to pull all of them, pretty much. And so I got seven teeth pulled. I don't even want to show you because I'm so embarrassed. 7. Like 7 teeth was extracted. And you know how painful that is. It's barbaric. What's so sad, and even the doctors were so saddened for me, was that my teeth were actually very healthy. My teeth that were underneath it were very healthy. It was just I couldn't get to my teeth when I brush or floss, that it just took out all the gum down there. So they didn't have any choice. Like, they couldn't save it. They couldn't save them. So I just got the first step done because I'm gonna have to get a full mouth of implants, and I have to wait 2 months for the gums to heal and then go back and get my implants done. So now I have nothing in my mouth except for like this right here. Everything is gone. I can't even, I'm so embarrassed I can't even open my mouth. Stop getting veneers. Use me as a cautionary tale. When they say veneer breath, it's because your teeth underneath is not getting proper care, and x-rays cannot pick up on it. I went to like 40 dentists in LA and they're like, nothing's wrong, your teeth is healthy. X-rays cannot see the decay that's right here and right here. You know what I mean? The fad with veneers has to come to an end. And also, they don't look good. Like, it's like pianos in your mouth. Like, if I can turn back time, I would have never done it. I'd have taken care of my own teeth, and I regret it so much, and I will spend the rest of my life regretting getting veneers. It is quite literally, I think, the biggest mistake I've ever done, and I will regret it for the rest of my life. Like, there's just, I wish I could take it back. Use me as a cautionary tale. Stop getting veneers. Just stop. Like, your teeth are beautiful the way they are. They have character. I have like a chip tooth that was so beautiful and it had such character to it. And they have character. They're part of who you are. They tell a story. Leave them alone. Take care of your own teeth. Brush as much as possible. Floss. Go get your your yearly cleaning done, and just get braces if you really, really, really do want to change the structure of your teeth. I hope the obsession with veneers dies soon, because it's costing me 10 times more than if I had just taken care of my own teeth. In 2020, I was balling. I was rolling in money. So I was like, I'm going to fix everything. Don't do that. Just don't. I spent $10,000 to get full mouth of veneers. And now, so much money, to extract them. I have to go get temporaries in the meantime here in the States, and then go back in November to get my implants. And implants are so expensive. And not only that, it's erosive on your self-esteem to lose all your teeth at once, pretty much. They took 4 here, 5 here and 2 here. It's very erosive on your self-esteem, and it has to heal, and I have to wait till it heals. And I mean, it's just humiliating and embarrassing, and I regret it so much. Stop getting veneers. Your teeth are beautiful the way they are. Just leave them alone. When every influencer who's ever gotten them, because we all get them around the same time. I remember when I when I got my veneers done, there was like 4 of us in the waiting room, and we all recognized each other in Turkey. I went to a good doctor. I supposedly one of the best in Turkey, and between Tana and Alex Earl and all of us are telling you, stop getting veneers. It's because they're just so high maintenance. You'll be sitting there eating a good steak, and you have to worry if they're gonna fall out, and they always fall out. It's like it just comes out in the middle of a conversation. You don't want to deal with that for the rest of your life. And unfortunately for me, even though I'm gonna get these implants, the top ones are still healthy.
That sounds like a very, very uncomfortable thing to deal with, and she definitely expressed her regrets. Honestly, I feel bad for her. 7 teeth rotting to the point that they had to take them out. Ugh. I can't wrap my head around that, honestly.
And them teeth may look good with them veneers, but baby, that breath. Smell like somebody fucking passed away in y'all mouth and took a shit afterwards. I smelled that breath recently. I never really knew what the veneer breath was about, because I don't really know too many people that got veneers. But I smelled that shit recently, and I wish I hadn't. Ooh, I wish I hadn't. I still remember that shit. Ooh. Y'all be giving up on y'all teeth so fast, baby. You do not have to run and go get no veneers. Just take care of y'all teeth. It's not that hard. The second that y'all get tired of brushing y'all teeth, y'all be like, I'm finna just go get some veneers. That's gonna solve everything. Veneers ain't gonna fix that breath. I can tell you that right now. If anything, it's gonna make it worse. A lot of y'all can't even remember the last time y'all went to the dentist. That's the problem. Y'all gotta just get a better dental regimen. Start brushing y'all teeth twice a day. Get you a water flosser. Make sure you scrape that tongue. Make sure you mouthwash. And go on about y'all day. Y'all don't gotta get them veneers. It's not that serious.
The way she explained the breath stinking, I honestly, like, I don't even want to ever know how it smells like, because the way she explained it is horrific. You need to ask yourself some certain questions when you want to make like some certain decisions about your body that may last forever. Like, do you really need a veneer? That's what's going to determine whether you be happy with yourself or not.
These are some of the cosmetic procedures that I've had done that I completely regret. I swear they made me look a million times worse. And anytime anybody asks me about these, I have to warn them. I'm very honest about the cosmetic procedures that I've had done that I do love. Filler, Botox, breast augmentation, and more recently, veneers. Which brings me to the first thing and probably the biggest regret of mine. That is composite bonding on my teeth. I got this done when I was only 15 years old and I honestly didn't know much about it. And I also did this instead of braces, and looking back on it, I really wish I would have just gone the braces route, because this caused a lot of issues for like the next 14 years of my life. Basically, composite bonding is like an added material that they add onto your teeth. So it's temporary, it's not permanent like veneers. I did really like it for the first 2 years. After that, they discolor so bad, they chip so easily, and you're supposed to get them done every 7 years. So even though it's a cheaper alternative to veneers, the amount of money that I spent fixing them from being chipped, discolored, it was miserable, and honestly the biggest waste of time and money. I smiled up close, like you could see all of the discoloration. It looked horrible.
We've had enough for one day. We've had enough for one day, honestly. What? Some of these things I'm hearing, they could have been prevented. If you don't need veneer that badly, don't get them done. Like, if it's not for your health reasons, which I even doubt, do people actually get veneers for health reasons or for the aesthetics, like to make their teeth fine? Like, I don't know, because most of these people got veneers because they wanted that white, arranged, symmetrical, aligned dentition, which braces can help you solve. While you have braces on, you can take care of your oral health so well. Like, brush your teeth. There are toothpastes that can make your teeth white. Gradually, constant brushing, honestly, makes your teeth clean. You don't even need that shouty white color these veneers give people. It gives them really this artificial look. The other lady said it looks like she has pianos in her mouth, and they're not cheap. $30,000. I'm hearing money for these things that at the end of the day they end up regretting. Now, if you're thinking about getting this done, just ask yourself some certain questions and then understand the commitments, because like this last lady said, you have to get them changed every 7 years, and then know that it's not reversible, especially when you get the ones that they shave your teeth down. It's not reversible. So if you're okay with all these things, I mean, you can go ahead and do it. But if you're not okay, sit down and appreciate your natural dentition. Take care of your natural dentition. There's nothing that beats what followed us naturally into this world. But yes, beautiful people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. And yes, guys, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.